primary sector is very important, and this goes beyond the limits of its region. And we know that the impact is not limited to the region alone. I have to tell you that the primary sector is closely linked to the international developments, and those developments can have either a positive or a negative impact. What have we learned from the major health crisis of the pandemic, and what are we still learning from the war that is still raging in our region, giving rise to major risks and crises that remain unsurpassed? I believe that one of the major lessons drawn is the importance, the significance of a robust primary sector that will be more resilient as possible towards crisis. And I believe that the European strategic text that kept mentioning the term resilience could have never been more timely and accurate, and now we see that the way is already paved. Maybe we are in a delay. And I have to say that maybe the most important crisis is yet to come. I mean that it's still developing, and I'm talking about the climate crisis that threatens to change the world as we know it today. This is why we, since day one, decided to undertake essential activities. We want to stand by the side of farmers, because today farmers are something different compared to what they were 20 or even 10 years ago. We have new smart technologies, digitalization of the various production means and tools have brought about a change in the agri-food sector. They have also renewed the reality and the daily life of farmers, as well as all those involved in the food supply chain, from farm to fork. Our main pursuit here is to capitalize on all available means. In that way, the region of Western Greece will be a substantial supporter of the new changes and the revolution that has come in the processing and the production of those products. I don't want to bore you with details, but I would just like to make a short reference to key figures that are worth to be mentioned. The region of Western Greece, through the 2014-2020 rural program and the implementation of all the measures aiming at supporting the farmers, has provided financial funds out of the 152 million euro, and the overall available public expenditure is being divested gradually through the rural development program. So we're talking about 152 million euro given to the farmers. If you look into the details, you will see that we rank among the first places all around Greece. In collaboration with the Ministry of Rural Development and Food, we have managed in certain cases to increase those financial resources. This was the case recently with the application of the 6.1 measure of the Rural Development Programme that has to do with new or young farmers, and we managed to increase public expenditure by 19 million euro. Meaning that now we have 163 million euro available, and those are figures that are important because they represent the aid and support given to farmers, people who make a living out of the primary sector and invest in the primary sector, to the people that have improved our region, that have made everything in this region more sustainable. Apart from that, the region of Western Greece takes part in 10 co-funded European programs. Our goal is to support farming, to restore the imbalances with supply and demand, to protect the revenue of the farmers, to ensure the quality of all the products as well as the promotion of those products to important target markets. This means that we can further boost the brand name of our region's products. On top of that, one could add the rebranding activities in order to reposition ourselves in the conscience of the worldwide public. We are the Olympian land. We are the land of history and civilization, the land that produces top quality agri-food products, combining lifelong tradition with modern means. Apart from the Olympian land, we also have the Olympian food and diet, and that's the next step, the next goal we have set for our region. So we have ensured a funding for the promotion of local wines, markets of Japan and Korea. We try to boost innovation in olive oil production processes and to promote that through new channels of distribution across the Adriatic and the Mediterranean seas, with specific resources and specific programs that we have been using from the previous programming period. Apart from that, through programs that we're currently planning and with the collaboration with the AgriFood Cooperative of Western Greece, we want to promote the local strawberry in French and German markets. We want to have table olives, part of the US and UK and Canada tables, again through the same processes I mentioned before about our wines. And thanks to our organized and concerted efforts, we also support our local fisheries. We promote our eels and very small fish in the markets of the USA, Germany and France. So you understand that despite all adversities, and you know that those adversities are due to the international landscape I described before. And despite all those adversities, which are numerous and sometimes we feel like we're overwhelmed by them, we should not forget that there's still light at the end of the tunnel, as long as there is a plan, a will and conviction that we will get there. The qualitative and quantitative development of the agri-food sector of our region is a major bet for us. And this is why we want to be there. We want to take part in all the major exhibition events, both inside and outside our country. We try to highlight and promote our exceptional products. We have already submitted our files for the characterizations of protected appellation of origin, a protected geographical indication, and we have also submitted those things for 10 additional local products. And let me say that a few days ago we had a negative development regarding the trial before the Council of State, further to an appeal submitted by the Calamon olives. And according to this decision, that has not still been written down clearly, so I cannot make any comments on the substance of this decision. Anyway, this means that the ministerial decision that would allow all Western Greece producers that farm olives of the variety Calamon to enter the markets, having this additional value of their product. This particular development is a very negative one, and this has a repercussion not only for the producers of the region. I have to say that Western Greece producers account for approximately 50% of the olives of Calamon produced all around Greece. If you compare that to the olives of Calamon that are produced in the Messenia region specifically, you can realize what these numbers mean. We talk about a turnover of exported products of more than 200 million euro, thus rendering Calamon olives a national product. We need to revisit this development. We need to see how we can address that, because we need to protect this product, and this needs to be interpreted away from any local rivalries or competition. Let me now return to what I was saying before. There are still a few steps to be taken. We need to have a cool mind in order to address a major issue of our primary sector. We want to protect and support producers. This is why we support the soil laboratory that has its headquarters in Ilia. We have already undertaken initiatives, we have already submitted the various folders to RE, and we have created a photovoltaics park in Mesologi in order to ensure that 140,000 farmers and 300,000 citizens of all around Western Greece, Nicola Carnania and Ilia won't have to bear the cost of energy with the participation of the local authorities and administration as well as bodies that are involved in the land reclamation works. So we need to support our farmers, the people who need to consume this energy in order to water their farms. We want to give them their freedom energy-wise. And those are bets that we set in order to win. I was raised in a rural area, and I have been finding myself among farmers since the day I remember myself, so I'm very well aware of all the struggles, of all the adversities, and the necessity, the imperative necessity of upgrading our land. We keep going. We hope that western region of Greece will hold a key role both in the mountains, the seas, and the farms, and it's something that we owe to all those who have to all those whose land we have inherited. Thank you so much. I wish every success to the 5th AgriBusiness Forum.